Kelly. And we are going to, I'm going to actually stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to make sure that we are on speaker view so that we can do this really, really well for the recording. So Kelly and Tequila, I will ask that we get started by introducing yourselves, your high school that you attended, what college you're currently attending, your classification, so like what year you are, and then your major. And it doesn't matter who goes first. I'll just ask that you both respond.
Okay, I'm gonna go first. My name is Tequila Hart. I graduated from BF Terry. I now attend Texas A&M Kingsville. And my graduation year in Kingsville should be 2025. Oh, and I'm majoring in wildlife and range management.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Kelly. I graduated from Stratford last year. I now go to the University of Texas at Austin. I am a freshman there, and right now I am an unspecified business major, but I will be declaring accounting next year.
Very exciting. So thank you both very, very much for sacrificing your Monday here with us. I know that it is college finals time. I know TK told us that she just finished, but Kelly has one more. So we thank you so much again for taking time out of your busy college schedules to come give back and pour into our CCC students. So we'll get right into our questions. Students, what I will ask is if you have questions for any of the panelists, you can type them in the chat and we'll get to them towards the end, or you can just hold them and you can take yourself off mute when we're done and ask them yourselves. It's up to you. So TK and Kelly, we'll get started. So what was the greatest help that CCC provided during the college and the financial aid application processes? And what couldn't you have done without the help of CCC?
So like towards the end of the semester, I was struggling to find the rest of the money to pay off my semester in order to register for the next semester. And luckily, CCC was, in the beginning, they were trying to gather like all the information for the special circumstance for like parent separation. And I forgot all about that in the beginning, but when I logged into my account, like I seen that was still like being worked on, that I needed like one more document to finish it. And I finally got that document. It was so hard, like, and they were able to reward me enough money so I could pay for the rest of my semester. And so without CCC, probably wouldn't even thought like that even existed, like the special circumstance application. So.
For me, CCC really helped throughout the FAFSA process because it's really confusing as a first-gen student, and CCC really guided me throughout all the steps. So they actually got me a head start on my FAFSA, and I was able to turn it in, I'm pretty sure, the day it opened. So that was great. And also, scholarship essay reviews by CCC are amazing. Just make sure you submit it early and don't wait until the last minute.
Oh, you led me right into the next question, Kelly. I'm gonna go a little bit out of order. So Kelly, we know that you are a Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Scholarship recipient. This application actually just opened, last week for our students. So we're really encouraging them to get started on the application, as you said, early instead of waiting till the last minute. So how did this scholarship help you pay for school? And do you have any advice for current seniors on how to submit a winning application?
So I was Stratford's True Val. Stratford basically has around 30 to 50 valedictorians, but I was the True Val. So my freshman tuition was paid off by the state of Texas. And so I was able to use the rodeo scholarship money to pay off my housing bill. To write a winning application, I'd say definitely get started early and let CCC review it. And just be yourself. It's like another college essay. Other than that, also submit it early. I had to submit mine during the winter storm, so that was not very fun, but definitely try for it because I honestly didn't think I would have gotten it, but I ended up getting it. So that was amazing.
She makes a good point, guys. Sometimes things happen like a winter storm in the middle of February that nobody's expecting. And if you can submit these things earlier, if you at least have the documents or what you need to complete it, it's a little bit easier, right? Don't wait until the last minute because you never know what's going to happen. You never know. So, what was your favorite part of the spring semester in particular, since that's what we're kind of, we're moving towards that. But what was your favorite part of the spring semester with CCC, and why do you think it's very important for students to continue to engage with CCC even after they've received all their college acceptances and after the fall semester is over?
For me, it's definitely the soft skills you learn about work-life balance because you learn it early, so you're not trying to deal with that while you're trying to deal with other college stuff like being homesick and all of that. And also, I think there's this one lecture with CCC that teaches you about the different places to ask questions because they're all separated within the college. So that definitely gave me a head start in the college process.
So I during this spring semester of CCC, I gathered like a lot of information. I have like so many notes on my phone. And what was very helpful was talk like this, but like other college students, talking to high school students, and they were just like giving them pointers and like a website like Rate My Professor or like a free books website, which was really helpful. And it was honestly like I still go back to my notes to this day to look. I think I recently used it for Rate My Professor because I was picking my new teachers for next semester, and thank God I have that because like there's this one teacher and everyone's like, don't take it. I was like, thank God I looked on that website, and CCC was able to have other like college students come in and give out pointers. So
thank you both. So y'all, they're absolutely right. Like we tell you all, the second semester, we're treating you as college students, okay? So we're giving you, as Kelly mentioned, we're telling you like, hey, these are the resources available to you on your campus so that when you get to your college campus, you're not surprised and you're not kind of confused and wondering where to get help in certain aspects because you already know. So you're going in a lot more confident and comfortable than your other peers. And then as TK mentioned, we definitely like to have, just like we're doing this evening, we like to have our college students come back and answer your questions, come back and tell you what college is really like so that, again, you're not going into it blindly, okay? So Kelly, another question particularly for you. I know that you joined CCC as a senior, right? We came into Stratford your senior year and you were very much kind of like, okay, I'm now going to have to get all this help from CCC with the college process. You didn't necessarily get the 10th and 11th grade piece of it, but how difficult or how was it to relinquish some of that control and kind of allow CCC to help you through the college financial aid process, despite just meeting us just a few weeks ago? And then lastly, how do you think it paid off for you? Was it worth it?
It definitely took a bit of getting used to because you're also sending your social security over and then all your parents' like income and salary and all that for financial aid. But in the end, I'd say that it's definitely worth it because I learned more from CCC than I would have just plowing through the college application process on my own. And of course, with the scholarship essays, CCC definitely helped me get more money than I was able to get on my own, I'm pretty sure.
Nice to know. So, well, as we're moving into the scholarship season, remember to utilize your resources. The same way we looked over your essays and your college applications, we can and will do the exact same thing to make sure that you get college paid for. Okay. TK and Kelly, is there anything that you wish you would have done differently or better through the college application process or financial aid, especially in regards with CCC?
For scholarships, I would say that definitely apply to as much as you can because spring semester I was pretty burnt out and I just kind of slacked off. And I feel like I would have gotten a lot more scholarships if I applied to more because in college, you learn that you're not as bad as a writer as you think you are. So definitely utilize that time to write your scholarship essays, and but also to take a break because you want to enjoy high school and being around your friends and your family, because it's not they're not always there for you in college, and you're always through your phone or you don't get to see them. So it's definitely different.
I could say like don't don't rush into stuff, but don't like wait until the last minute. So right before I went to college, in August, I got cold feet, and I was like, I was telling my mom, I was like, I don't know if I want to go, and I was trying to like last minute figure out like what else can I possibly do. Um, I've always wanted to be a pilot, but at the same time, like realtors kind of like they kind of get like good money, and I'm like, I don't know, I just got like a lot of like different ideas like 3 days before I was supposed to be in college, and I would say like what I would do differently is list out all your like everything that you want to do before you like jump into something. But I'm glad like I chose college in the end, because I'm like I've experienced like a lot of stuff, and I'm kind of like I thought it was gonna be bad, but I guess not, because I made it this far. Whew, sorry. And sorry, my bird is flying around. But yeah, I would say like list all your like options, I guess. So
Thank you. I know that was kind of part of it, but any last advice for students as they're finishing up high school, as they're starting to think about college or getting ready to like embark on this new journey? Any last piece of advice before we open it up to student questions?
I would just say that your second semester definitely matters. So don't think colleges don't look at it.
Good point. Okay, so I know we have a question in the chat, and again,